I'm just here, so I thought I'd say hello. We're not going to film you. We won't film you. You just talked. Are you still there, Mum? No one's going to film you cry. Alright, love you, Mama. Bye-bye. Okay, so. London is a crazy place in terms of the gap between rich and poor and how close that can be, and that it isn't a level playing field. Black people and people growing up in council estates are seen as like needing help or needing this. It's not needing help, just needing a chance. I don't see much positivity of how we represent it, so it's always in a negative context in my experience. It's often what we're doing to save them, or like a token face of selling a story of sadness. When I had a great childhood, most of the people I grew up with had a lovely childhood and enjoyed things. All we'd like is to have access to some opportunities, and people kind of come and meaningfully offer stuff, and they talk to us and engage with us as we are. I remember feeling embarrassed. If anything, I remember feeling extremely embarrassed that I couldn't tell anybody that, like, I'm an immigrant, like I don't have these things. So even where I came from, I would have came on a Somaliland passport, but it's a country that the world doesn't recognize. Because that was also a thing, that didn't make sense to me. I'm here, like I've grown up here. I've been to all your schools, like I'm here, I go to the doctor when I'm ill. Why is it so tricky to prove who I am? So I had to go through that process of became British at 21. I had to do like a citizenship test, had to sing the national anthem. This isn't my culture here. I don't feel, even though I am British, I won't feel British. And I know that I might look Somali, but I don't know anything about the culture really. I think a lot of black people, women, men of colour will be able to say, yo, there'll be some time where it's just too much. You'll be like, I'm done. Like, you just feel fatigued and that it's too much. What I love to this day, like when I go football at Mabley with my lot, you can just feel like, I can talk how I want to talk and no one's going to, if there's an issue, everything's so transparent. Someone will let you know there's an issue and you will talk it out. And it's just beautiful. It's the moments I get to relax. Compared to every interaction at work, at the bank, at the doctors, you don't really get to be who you are. I mean, that's what racism kind of looks like, because there's so many different inputs of what normal is that I'm never gonna adhere to that fully. I kind of have to change to make myself match that. But no one chose to live where we live. And even like these areas that have these infamous reputations, we moved to where we lived as we couldn't afford anywhere else. In that Hackney at the time, there's no representation of you within it. We know that we could see the Olympic development building up. And we were, others, like, it was certain things you just knew we weren't going to do. I hoped that I'd have a decent ability to gauge those little boundaries that go beyond teaching. So I'd got into the role. I don't think there's enough like disruption and having like people willing to stand up and have those like hard conversations and fight for these kids Not even that I'm saying they're necessarily going to pass, but just I love schools, the drama I used to do, football, playing football against other kids, or sports, all the other opportunities that you miss, and also just feeling part of a community. So when you're excluded, you might be at a school with like 40 kids. The kids I work with tend to be very intelligent, but have horrific grades. Not because they're not intelligent, because they don't do any work at the moment, because the work, they don't have no passion for it. I think with that, the key bit is just opportunity. Opportunity to see things, taking kids out of places, doing stuff without it being savouristic. Just have a fun time with someone. And we have to set the bar as, let's set the day as if they're going to have a perfect day. And then God forbid they don't, we can say we've done everything we can today, we'll start fresh tomorrow. All I really want to do is work with the children that need it and try and impart some change upon their lives.
What would you say to Mini Huss, who notices there's a lack of opportunities for him, but wants to do something about it?
No, like understand what working hard means. So like the discipline of being there every day, and to, like whatever it is you're trying to do, being willing to put in those hours when no one's looking, and not looking so much, not assuming that your experience is everyone else's experience. From my understanding, even the work I do, a lot of it works well for me, as I have a history of growing up in the neighbourhoods where there's a lot of the neighbourhoods similar to where my kids come from. And I think contact, having people kind of just be able to talk to one another without any judgment, with just being able to see that person and talk to them. And I think if more people are willing to, I think contact theory of just, the more diverse a group of people that I know, then I find it harder to have ignorant thoughts or be disrespectful to people. So if there was a way that people could talk to more people from various backgrounds that don't look like them and just know them, I think it would help them. It's harder to then to make decisions that really put certain people to detriment. So just, if there was a way to get more people to talk, anything over a cup of tea, just any chat, and have people kind of mix more than we do currently, I think within little pockets you'd have much better places than we do currently. Asking people, if you see things which are different and you're not sure about it, asking. Trying things that you're not sure about. So if you see one of your friends has something that you have not seen before, or does something in a different way to maybe try it like them, ask it about them, and try and embrace more people, and try and talk to people that don't like you, and try and question things as best you can in a nice way, and listen to what you hear.